RNZ News at 2. I'm Alison Leonard. A key figure in the fight for pay equity for women says the government's radical overhaul of the law has brought her to tears. The Pay Equity Amendment Bill was passed under urgency in Parliament last night. The law makes it harder for female-dominated workforces to claim for equal pay with comparable male-dominated workforces. Christine Bartlett helped win a $2 billion settlement from the government for rest home workers in 2017, which started the sector-based pay equity movement. She says making it harder to lodge claims now will drive more skilled workers away from the education, care and health sectors. However, the Employers and Manufacturers Association says some workers will still have a strong case for pay equity, even with the law change. The association's head of advocacy, finance and strategy, Alan MacDonald, says he supports the changes passed last night because over time the law was relaxed and the way skills were compared between workforces became too loose. But he says he also supports pay equity. Health NZ says a report showing specialists are increasingly shifting to the private system suggests there's still work to do, but the public health workforce is growing. The report by the Association of Salaried Medical Specialists has found that 10 specialties, including psychiatry and anaesthesia, had a net loss of doctors employed in the public system between 2022 and 2024. However, Health NZ's Chief Medical Officer, Helen Stokes-Lampard, says that in 21 out of 36 specialties, doctor numbers have increased faster than the rate of population growth. The union says most of the specialties that have grown were critically understaffed to begin with. In about half an hour, 133 Roman Catholic cardinals from around the world will enter a conclave to begin the process of electing a new pope. CNN's Ben Wiedemann's in Vatican City in the Italian capital, Rome.
We're going to see a procession of these 133 cardinals from the Pauline Chapel to the Sistine Chapel, where they will enter and then take an oath of secrecy, and at some point after that the door will be locked and they will begin the first vote for the next pope. We're expecting within the next 3.5 to 4 hours to see some kind of smoke emerge from the chimney above the Sistine Chapel. Either it's black smoke, there is no decision, or it's white smoke, a pope has been chosen.
A person has died in a road crash in Hamilton. The two-vehicle crash on Norton Road was reported about 4:30 yesterday afternoon. The police say the person died at the scene. The road has since reopened. A lifeguard who saved the life of a father trapped in an upturned boat has been recognised with the top prize at an awards ceremony at Parliament. Chris Malone, also known as Bugsy, took home the Gold Award for operational activity on behalf of the Raglan Surf Lifesaving Club at the Search and Rescue Awards this week. It was for a rescue in December when a fishing boat carrying a family of 3 had capsized crossing the Raglan Bar. The son was thrown clear and the mother was able to get out of the boat, but the father remained trapped in the upturned hull, breathing from a small air pocket. Bugsy says his team was just starting some training as it happened.
Luckily, our team was already in the water, so we deployed the team out and they went straight out there. But I was anticipating the worst, but the team put a massive effort in and we were lucky to bring the family home.
Bugsy says he's proud of himself and his team. And that's the news.
They were told they were being taken into care, but what they got was anything but caring.
I ended up in Lookout Point Blues home. The amount of abuse that got perpetrated on us, that was dished out to us was horrendous, actually. You know, I guess for me it just gave me a platform for when I got older that violence was okay to do.
My name is Aaron Smale and I'm a journalist. I've been investigating these stories of abuse for 8 years. Join me in this raw new podcast from Our Films for RNZ, The Stolen Children of Aotearoa. Follow and listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
This is RNZ National, on air on rnz.co.nz, digital TV and iHeartRadio. The short forecast from Met Service until midnight tonight, Thursday. Northland to Waitomo, including Bay of Plenty, Gisborne, Taumaranui and Taupo. Fine spells, isolated showers north of the Coromandel. Cloud increasing and showers becoming widespread and heavier today. Thunderstorms are possible about Coromandel and Bay of Plenty. Taihape, Whanganui and Manawatu, also Hawke's Bay and Wairarapa. Fine apart from areas of morning cloud about Whanganui and Manawatu. Taranaki, Horowhenua, Kapiti Coast and Wellington. Cloudy periods, isolated showers developing this morning. Bulla and Grey, cloudy with isolated showers, becoming widespread and heavier in the afternoon. Westland and Fiordland, rain with some heavy falls and possible thunderstorms. Rain easing about Fiordland this evening. Nelson and Marlborough, cloud increasing this morning, showers from afternoon. Canterbury, mainly fine today. Otago and Southland, rain spreading north this afternoon, easing about Southland this evening. And the Chatham Islands, often cloudy, 1 or 2 showers are possible later today. RNZ National, it is 5 minutes past 2. More news and weather for you again at 3. Coming up this hour, it's another episode of The Detail. And this morning, online violence against high-profile women in particular has prompted the government to look at ways to help them deal with it. We'll hear more on that coming up this hour. First, though, time for a little bit of music. This is Arahi, and her love's gonna tear me apart.